This is about the navigation for the C4P Vaccination Costing Tool. A lot of people have asked about how they can navigate the tool, how they can find their way around, and why there seems to be more than one way to get yourself around. And the answer is that our users are quite different. There are some users who like to use tabs that are set up for them at the top. There are some users who we found like to use the tabs at the bottom. There are some users that like to use a table of contents. And there are still other users who like to use an index. So we're going to show you what we have here. I'm going to go to the cover again, and you can see that in the cover, as in with every page, there is on the top left-hand corner a name for what each one of the tabs or the sheets is. And so you'll know here you're at the cover. And if you ever want to go to the table of contents, underneath each of these labels is a table of contents link, which will take you to the table of contents, where you can go to each of the sections and sheets here. So you see, if I want to go to the home page, I click on home page, and here I can go back to the table of contents. If I want to go to the dashboard, same thing, I go back to the table of contents. Again, micro planning, back to the table of contents. Some people prefer to work with just a few tabs up here, and so we've set up 6 major sections that you can go to. One is the home section, the second is the setup section, the third is the worksheets section, the fourth the reports section, the fifth charts section, and the sixth plugins section. So if you go back to the home section here, you'll also see that the home section has a navigation part here for the costing worksheets, report section for the different reports that you can get, and then a suggested step 1, 2, 3, 4 here that you can go through. Now, because people are using this tool in many different ways, we didn't set it so that you have to go through each particular sheet one at a time in a particular order in order to be able to navigate the whole tool. We didn't lock it down that way. So conceivably, you could go to the supervision and monitoring tool, and then you could go back to the dashboard looking for your answers. And if you hadn't completely filled out the assumptions part or the setup part of the tool or the worksheets, you wouldn't be getting the information that you are hoping to get. So keep that in mind. So you've got the sections here. You've got this part, the table of contents here. On the home, this also gives you places where you can go to if you're looking for costing worksheets or a step-by-step activity or reports. Also, when you go to the setup part or the worksheets part, you'll see that on the left-hand side that there's a menu for that particular section, and that will take you to the labels, and then to the subnational information, demographic inputs, overall strategy. So that takes you step by step then to let you know what you need to fill out there. And remember, of course, always to scroll down to make sure that you do everything that is needed. Okay, that's like the setup part. The same with the worksheets. You've got all of the different places here that you can go to: micro planning worksheet, vaccine procurement worksheet, training worksheet, social mobilization, and on and on. So there you go. And you can go back to the table of contents. All right. Then you have this table of contents to go through. So basically, whichever way you prefer, you can do this. And last but not least, some people prefer to use the tabs that are included down with Excel, and so we've also included those here.